Kyler Murray has until today's deadline to decide if he'll enter the NFL draft. According to WFAA, Kyler wants more guaranteed money from the Oakland A's to stick with baseball. He already received a $4.6 million signing bonus when he was drafted last year. ESPN reports the A's would need to sign him to a major league deal to offer him more money, which would be unheard of for a guy that's never played a game in the minors. So, Skip,
yes,
what is going on?
Jenny and Shannon, we have never seen anything quite like this. We now have Major League Baseball fighting to hang on to a Kyler Murray it badly needs and trying to keep him away from football, in which in college he just won the Heisman Trophy. And the reason I believe that Major League Baseball is behind this push is it so badly needs African-American stars. In my time growing up, African-American stars dominated the sport. For me, it was Willie Mays and Hank Aaron and my hero, my idol, Bob Gibson and Lou Brock with the Cardinals, and Frank Robinson and Willie Stargell and Ernie Banks. I can go on. They dominated the sport all the way up through Reggie Jackson, obviously Yankees, A's, and that was it. And then all of a sudden, we saw it decline, and we saw a lot of kids of all ages lose touch with baseball. So all of a sudden, you have a Kyler Murray who's not particularly charismatic off the field, but is he not charismatic with a football under his arm, throwing it or running it?
Yes.
And again, I haven't watched him play baseball. His numbers weren't scintillating. But if Billy Beane says you can play, and I know Billy very well, by the way, Brad Pitt played him in a movie called Moneyball off the great book Moneyball.
Love it.
That's how big a deal he is, and he is now, as we speak, leading the contingent to Dallas to try to convince Kyler to play baseball. And I don't know, there are wild figures thrown out. They've been discounted, but maybe up to $15 million that they've been authorized to offer him. So they can go way beyond what you can now offer, given the 4.66 that he was offered as the, ninth overall pick.
The slotted pick,
But all of a sudden, they see his stock rising in the NFL. The NFL is, look, I would not be shocked. I know they have said no to this, but Cliff Kingsbury in Arizona, I wouldn't be shocked if they somehow traded Josh Rosen and took #1 overall Kyler Murray. I know he would be the shortest quarterback who's ever played at about 5'9", maybe 5'9", but I think he can play. I think he can be at least as good as Russell Wilson or Doug Flutie or whoever you want to make the comparison to. And I believe his heart is still a football heart.
Well, then why make this power play?
Because they need him so
No,
badly.
I'm not. I think I understand why baseball is doing it. I understand why baseball wanted him, because, Skip, look, they want someone that can captivate. No, they haven't had anybody to captivate baseball. I mean, as great as Mike Trout is,
it's just blah. It's just there's no charisma on or off the field.
And they don't win.
Trout.
They're not winning. He's not winning anything. So we don't get it. Once the season's over with, Mike Trout goes away.
He does.
So
the most interesting thing he does is sit in the stands in Philadelphia for the Eagles games.
He knows to pick him. Scott Boras is Kyler Murray's agent.
The most powerful agent in the world is in the middle of this.
Now, you remember, he negotiated. He's also Bryce Harper's agent. Bryce Harper got a tick below $10 million, but it was like minutes before he was about to go back into the draft again the following year. Strasburg, who was a pitcher, a flamethrower. He got 4 years, 15 minutes, but it was negotiated minutes before he was about to go back in. I believe this is a power play, Skip. How much? Because we got leverage now. Before he played football, he was the 9th pick in the MLB draft. You really had no leverage. Okay, you're the 9th pick. This is what you get. You win the Heisman Trophy, and I'm about to submit my name, because just because he submit doesn't mean he can't go play baseball. But if he doesn't submit, he can't go play football. So he's doing this as a technicality. I still believe he's going to submit his name to the draft, regardless of what.
Well, you could do that, but you still don't have to do it. But pretty soon, it's going to come push to shove, because February 15th, you either got to go to baseball camp or not.
Scott, how much more money can you get me? More money, more money, more money.
Well,
now, if they're gonna
is it about the money, or is it about your heart?
Well, if it's about his heart, this would have never been in play.
But the decision's got to be weighing on him. I mean, at some point, you just want to make a decision and stick with it.
No, I want to. Well, if I can make a decision with 20 million in my bank account, it'll make my decision a lot easier, Skip.
Well, I don't know.
What do you think he's going to do?
Be happier playing football.
What do you think he's going to do?
What do you think he's going to do?
boy, this is a lot of power and leverage that they are throwing at this kid.
MLB, they got their all these people showing up that's going to promote him.
Yep.
I say go play baseball.
And yet he still has to go start in Stockton, California, right?
Which isn't going to be easy.
Ball.
Yeah.
With $20 million in my pocket, it's a lot easier to go to Stockton.
Busy day.
I go to El Segundo.
We'll be waiting on his decision. Moving on, is Jason Garrett the right guy to lead the Cowboys to the Super Bowl in the future?
Your opinion.
We'll discuss.